Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. Here's our pals, Mr. Wilby, Miss Pickles, and little baby Wilby Pickles. If you're seeing that red live button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because I've got a stinking cute craft that I'm going to do tonight that I just learned from Miss Jennifer from Studio J Company. She did it yesterday, and I had to come home and try it today, and I am in love. I think this is so stinking cute. So come on in. Say hello when you pop on so I know who's there. Let's see. I'm going to light up the positivity candle while we're waiting for some friends to jump on. I see Mother. Hello, Mother. Oh, let's see. Where am I at? Oh, that's not me. Well, it is me, but it's not today. That was yesterday. All right. Here we go. Here I am. It's rainy today here, so my hair looks kind of hot mess-like. Hello, Miss Alita. Wait, what just happened? Where did I go? I'm just pushing all kinds of buttons. Oh, we got 14 friends on, and I can't even figure out how to get my page up here so I can see more comments. Hello, Miss Patricia, Miss Kim, Miss Denise. Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday evening. This is a super cute craft. What on earth? I forgot how to even work this computer. It's been so long. Hello, Miss Kathy. I forgot how to work the computer. Okay, hold on. It's coming up here. Hello, Miss Julie. Let me light up our candle. Hope the comments come up. They're thinking about it. Hello, Miss Kim. Let's light up the positivity candle. Get that going. Please, comments. Please. Please. They're just not wanting to come up. Hello, Miss Patty. You've missed me terribly. I know I've missed you too. Hello, Miss Sparky Chris. How are you? Okay, I'm going to try to refresh this because I don't see comments. I have to keep looking up like this, and that's not very good for my neck. Like, ugh. I bet you Facebook is going to like make that like the screensaver. Oh, shoot. Oh, shucks. Okay, hold on. Let me try it one more time and see if I can get some comments. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. How are the doggies getting along? Oh, they're fine. They're fine so far. Espen's in heat, so she has an appointment June 4th. She had an appointment June 4th to get spayed. Well, that's not going to work because she's in heat right now. Where are you located in Michigan? Any must-sees around your area when traveling? Miss Kim, I'm in Battle Creek. You know, oops, made a mess. Around my neck of the woods, there's like any must-sees. But you know, we have like Lake Michigan, and we have beautiful, like, you know, obviously up in the UP and like, you know, Mackinac Island, but around me, well, thank you. I just got it cut a little bit shorter, but honestly, it rained today, and I went out at lunch, and then I came back, and it's been rained on a couple of times. Hello, Miss Debbie. Keep the point. I know. So what I did, I ended up calling my vet, you know, to see if I could get Espen, see if I could get Edgar in, like to switch, you know, see if Edgar could get the early appointment, or to see if they might by chance have any appointments available. But you guys, we had a really bad storm here last Thursday night, and it was very bad. We had tornadoes. Hello, my daughter-in-law. Hello, Miss Debbie. Your hair's adorable. Thank you. I just got it cut shorter. It's the same style, just shorter. Whoops. Lake Michigan beaches, South Haven, Mother says. Yes, the beaches in Lake Michigan are beautiful. It needs to get a little bit warmer for my liking, but once it gets into the 70s, 80s, it's beautiful. You know how, because on the water, it's cold. So right now it's cold because I have a coworker, her and her husband have a slip over on Lake Michigan, and they've been there, and like they walk the beach and they pick up sea glass and all kinds of things. And last weekend they were bundled up like it was winter. So you do know that Mackinac is must. Yes, Mackinac is a good. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. Maybe Mother can come up with some more things. So you guys, Miss Jennifer from Studio J Company, she crafted yesterday with the Vintage Country Crafting Friends and Miss Janice's event, and she did this stinking cute flowers using Spoons. Hello, Miss Shauna. Come here for all the heat. Oh, for all the heat you want. No, I don't like heat. I don't like heat. I don't. I mean, I like heat. Like, I asked my husband last night, can we put the heat back on? He said no. Okay, so I'm going to take our spoon. I just went right for it. I didn't even tell you what I was doing. I'm going to take this spoon. I'm going to paint the back of it. Now, you can paint the front or the back, but I want to paint the back King's Gold, okay? Because, ooh, Petoskey is a good place, too. Petoskey's right up by the Mackinac Bridge. That's a cool place, too. All right, so I'm going to paint 3 of these. I've gone ahead and painted a bunch of these because it does take a little bit of time. Did anybody see Miss Jennifer Craft yesterday with the Vintage Country Crafting Friends group? Because when Boyne Mountain, Mother knows, she's traveled. When Mother worked, she went to Boyne Mountain a lot for conferences, for work. So she went up there a lot. Boyne Mountain would probably be better. Is it better in the winter? I don't know. Because, you know, they just ski and stuff. But yeah, Mother will keep throwing some things at you. All right, so we just painted the back of the spoon, okay? It looks kind of weird now, but I'm going to do 2 coats of this paint on here. Now, you can use any kind of paint you want, right? So we're just going to dry these. This is so easy, you guys. Hello, Miss Rosemary. How are you, friend? So yeah, we had tornadoes here last week. You watched her yesterday. They are beautiful. Oh, Miss Lisa, I love them. I am in love with these. I think they're so cute. And I don't know, did she say where she got the idea? Did she come up with it? I didn't even hear her because I didn't watch her full video. I just was, you know, kind of like getting like, okay, how did she do it? I had to skip through it because, you know, I didn't have time to watch. Hello, Miss Mary Catherine. So anyway, we were very fortunate where we live and where Mother lives. Mother didn't get really, she's south of where we live and raining and cold in northern Illinois. I know it's like that here too. So she didn't really get much this time, which is good. And hello, Miss Shannon, how are you, friend? So, of course, what time was it? 11 o'clock-ish maybe, at least she found it on Pinterest. Okay, awesome. All right, so I just dried it enough to, you know, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can kind of see through it right now. Okay, there you can see right there, you can see through it. I'm going to do another coat just to darken this up. So the storm came through, I think about 11 o'clock, and we were watching on the news, you know, the news was like, blah, 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 this coming, blah, 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 and then they were like, our siren, we have one of those, you know, like, alarms, whatever, the siren that goes off. So, like, Mother has the siren in her town, we all have this, we have tornado warning here in Kentucky until 8 o'clock. Miss Rosemary, Kentucky, oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I told my husband, I said, can you imagine if we would have gotten that kind of storm up here? And I think what he kind of pointed out to me, and I don't know, I mean, he just said, we here would have more devastation if we didn't have all the trees we have. Because I feel like Kentucky doesn't have as like, maybe some places, but where some of the footage we saw on TV, it looked like there wasn't a lot of trees. Like here, where my in-laws live, the tornado went right through. Like, they just got power back late last night, and it went out Thursday night. But they have a Generac generator, so they're good, but they were literally like treed in. Like, they could not get out of their house. I mean, they could get out, they just couldn't drive out of the driveway, get down the road. We tried to get to them Thursday evening. We tried to drive all around. Like, we'd be driving down a road and come over a hill, and all of a sudden there's branches and wires down, and they're like, oh, turn around. Then we go another direction, oh, got to go around one lane. You know, like, it was crazy. But you could totally tell it was a tornado. Now, it was an EF0, which is like 65 to 85 mile per hour winds, but that's a lot for us here. We've had a lot of, I think they said we've had 25 tornadoes this year in Michigan, and that's a lot. Hello, Miss Dina, how are you? Hello, Miss Debbie. So, Yeah, it was crazy. Lots of trees. Holy moly. Just like sawed off. And just, yeah, I kind of want to, like, when we go back to his, we'll go Monday for sure, because we always go to his parents' house on Memorial Day. But just to see, like, what it really looks like, because we couldn't even get, I couldn't, you know, when I was with my husband, we couldn't get to their house from either direction. There was trees down on both sides, so my husband did go there on Saturday? Sunday. He did go Sunday, and they cut, you know, luckily my in-laws' house, they didn't have any damage to their house. Their deck got hit. You know, that could be replaced. I mean, they're fine. But their deck got kind of demolished. But for the most part, I mean, there were some houses that were hit with branches and things, but I don't think there was nothing like you see in Kentucky. It's like, oh Lord, it's so sad to see like this. And then some of the pictures that we saw in Kentucky, they were talking about how they showed this one house and they were like, do you see this like square room with a door? And they were like, this is where the family was. And that was the only part of the house still standing. And I told Blake, I'm like, that's God right there. Like, how did they just leave that square where they were at? Schools just went back today. Our schools are out as of today. Oh, your schools are out for the summer. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think, so graduations are happening up here right now, high school graduations, but schools here, they go later than in the South. They start later here. So I think they probably have another couple weeks. They'll probably go past the week after Memorial Day, so, or maybe even the week after that. Depends on how many snow days they use. All right, we're just getting these all dried up really good. Okay, so I've done a bunch of these ahead of time, okay? So I've got just the 3. Now, this side, when you paint this side, it's like the flat side, right? So that's going to be the bottom. So when this side's going to be the top, and we're just going to flip them over. I'm going to take my dryer. Now, leave your handle on it. Oh, you guys start mid-August. Yeah, we don't start here. We used to have some law. I don't think, it's not a law anymore, but we used to have a law that you couldn't start till after Labor Day because of tourism. But I think, I don't know, Big Gretch put a stop to that. I don't know. You said the tornado in London, Kentucky was F4. Oh, I know, Miss Rosemary. I was sad when I heard that. I was so sad. I'm like, ugh, so sad. Like, so very sad. All right, so you got to kind of just move your dryer around, right? Move it around, and you're gonna start to see my spoon is kind of puckering. It's puckering. I'm just going to keep going. We're trying to get it to get really flexible, because I'm telling you what, you try to bend these when they're not real flexible, you'll break it. You'll break it. Now, this spoon, these spoons are, okay, so you're trying to get it more like flattened out, right? These spoons are Dixie brand, because I had them in I dug them out of a bin over there. I'm like, I know I got some spoons here. But I'm thinking if you bought some like cheapy versions from like Dollar Tree, they might bend and mold easier. Because, you know, they're like not as heavy duty. When I was in school, we started after Labor Day and got out last day of May. Nice. They probably make kids go to school longer now than they used to. I don't know. All right, so I'm just taking my little thing, and we're just gonna flip that off there. Now, that one's pretty flat, but I'm gonna take the dryer and I'm gonna just put it right on the bottom part here to kind of get it a little bit flexible. Hello, Miss Denise. How are you, friend? And then I'm just gonna take my sparkle wand and push it down. So then it's flat, okay? Because this is going to be like the bottom petal of our flower, okay? So So we're gonna do that 2 more times. I saved you from having to do all of these because I could have been here all night. You get the idea after 3, right? All right. So anyway, lots of tree cleanup going on around our side of town. We're on the south side. We didn't get it as bad. I mean, there were trees that were down, but not like the craziness on the north side, for sure. It's crazy. Crazy. So, we never even lost power here. I don't know how. Our neighbors behind us, our neighbors over here beside us. I think Cruella lost power. I don't know. I think she might have. I saw a generator in her backyard, but I don't know. But we didn't. So let me see if I can bend that one. No, not. Gotta be gentle. You gotta be careful. So, yeah, we got lucky. Didn't lose the power. It didn't even flicker. We lost our internet for a little bit. I think for like that night into the next day. But we got that back. Because on Friday morning, my husband got up to go to work. He got up super early because he was going to go out to his parents and assess the damage, is what he said. I'm going to assess the damage. I said, okay, let me know. Well, he soon realized that he couldn't even get there. He couldn't get there. So he went to work, and when he got to work, he realized that we have backup generators, but I'm not quite sure what was going on. They were not working because for some reason there was like one part of the building that had power, but it was like our fitness center. We can work at the fitness center, but we didn't have internet and we didn't have phones because our phone and internet, like our phones are connected to the internet. So when you don't have internet, you don't have the phones or anything. So basically he messaged me or he called me and he said, hey, they're going to have a delay start, so don't come to work. So I was just getting ready to leave the house. It was like 6 o'clock. And so I got the message. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. Okay. I just snapped it a little bit. See it? It's cracked, but I think it'll be okay. See, I really think you need some really cheapy spoons. Make it go much better. But, when you put the heat on here and then you let off, I mean, they cool down quick. It's crazy. See it? It's curling up. All right. Let's get it laying back down. They curl up quickly. So anyway, I didn't end up going to work. We got the message saying, what did the first message say? They were going to send out another message in 90 minutes or something like that. The 90 minutes comes. That one's pretty flat, I think. Or somewhere around there. And they said, if you have a telework agreement, you have to telework. If you don't have a telework agreement, you get what's called weather and safety leave, which means you get the day off with pay because you don't have the means to telework. Well, for one, we didn't have internet, so even if I had the means to telework, the building was technically closed, so I couldn't go to work, and I didn't have internet. But I don't have a telework agreement any longer because remember, they cut us off. They said, you got to come to work 5 days a week. And I said, well, fine. I'm not going to have a telework agreement then. That's what happens. They don't usually close the building, so it was slim to think that would ever happen, but it did. So, and I guess the power didn't come back on for the building until Saturday morning. So, we had to empty a lot of refrigerators, yesterday when we came into work because they thawed and then refroze and like the freezers. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. So anyway, that was that. So yeah, my in-laws have a generator, so that's good because that at least give them all their electricity through the weekend. Okay, now this one, I'm going to kind of try to curl up. Hello, Aunt Anita. I'm going to try to curl up my sides a little bit. Because this is going to be maybe a top pedal. So instead of being flat, I want to curl up the sides a little bit. So I'm going to try to see if I can do that. It's moving here. Ooh, oh yeah, I got that really good there. That got really warm. Look at that. Let me go over here on this side. So if you get them flexing like that, when you go, and then they'll stay like that. Okay? Yeah. Nice. Ew. Ew. It's a little hot. Thank you for sprinkling. It's a little hot. All right, I'm going to put a little bit on the end right here to see if I can make it a little pointy. Make it a little pointed. So yeah, our next week, you know, this coming week, and so we got to do our best to keep Edgar and Espen. Right now, it's not time yet, right? It's not time, but soon enough, it'll be time, and then they'll be up to no good. I already know it. Oh lordy Lou. Okay, I got to clean up my spillage here real quick before I get that all over, because my cap, I put some paint in the cap and then it spilled over. There we go. Okay. Now let me grab a paper towel. For some reason the paper towels are like clear across town. Okay, come back. Now, I'm going to take this frame right here. I don't know where I got this. Remove both sides of protective film. Does anybody remember where these came from? Anybody seen these before? I don't remember where these came from. Horizon Group. I don't know what that was. Dollar Tree. I don't think that. Oh, I bet you this is Target. I think this is Target Dollar Spot. I think this is a Dollar Spot thing. If I had to guess, I'm going to say Dollar Spot. All right, so what do we have here? We have a back. We have this. We have a piece of glass. Remove both sides of protective film before display. Oh, it's like a little plexiglass. I hadn't thought about what to put over that. I guess I should have thought about that. I was thinking if I put, let me see. Let me see. What have I got over here? Let me see. Here, let me see if I've got a piece of banner that's big enough. Let me see. This is kind of scraps. These are kind of scrappies. So let me see if I've got a piece that's big enough. We could just use this for our background. I hadn't really thought about this part. I was more focused on the, oh yeah, that'll work. All right, so let me just cut a piece that's going to go over this, and then we'll paint our frame. That should be good. That should be good. Let me flip it over, because I don't need all this. Let's just use this plexiglass here. Plexiglass. Oh, so what else has been going on here? Yeah, nothing really. People crying about, you know, not having power. People, oh my gosh, somebody was complaining the other day, you know, on that nosy site. You know, those nosies, somebody got all bent out of shape because, okay, for one, they parked in the handicap spot, okay, at the gas station where I get my pop, you know, my pop. And they did not have a handicap permit visible for this gentleman who was upset with them because they parked there. Okay, well, if you don't have a license plate, you don't have the placard, you don't have anything visible, how is he supposed to know, right? Well, she took a picture of him and posted it, and she said, this guy's out here acting like he's the police, right? Okay, so people took that as he was impersonating a police officer. Hello, Miss Becca, how are you, friend? That's not what he was doing. He was just calling her out why she was parked in the handicap. Now, okay, people were losing their minds. Like, why does he think he can, you know, blah, 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 police you, and he's not the police? And I'm like, okay, so on this page, you hypocrites, you always are talking, you're always posting pictures of cars and saying, this person is speeding and they cut me off and I'm honking my horn yelling at them. Isn't that policing? Are you policing those people? I'm like, you guys are so stupid. You're so stupid. But here's the thing. My daddy always said you can't fix stupid. And you really can't argue with it because because you just can't win. So the parking police, but see, not that long ago, people were parked in that. They were complaining on the site because somebody was parked in a handicap spot who they were handicapped, but they were parked in a handicap spot waiting for somebody who was handicapped. So it'd be like, my husband and my mom both have handicap parking placards, but it'd be like I was sitting in the car with the handicap spot, and they were not in the car with me. So I'm not the handicapped one, so I shouldn't be sitting there, is what I understand the rule is. So I'm like, okay, so you guys are complaining about that this day, but then, another day you're like, how does he know I'm not handicapped? Because you probably aren't. You're just lazy. Let's face it. Nobody called her out. I was like, come on. But I had to just walk away. I had to scroll away because I just couldn't do it. All right, what color do we want to paint this frame? Maybe some sea glass. Guys, you guys know I love sea glass. I was going to say moss, but I feel like it's a sea glass. That would be pretty. Let's do sea glass. We're going to use some Dixie Belle sea glass. And it's not, I guess it is sealed. I was thinking it was crooked. The other one over here is crooked. I was like, oh, geez, I'm going to spring it all over the place. Yeah, so that's just what I see on that page. And it's like so annoying. And then people were complaining about they didn't have power. And people were like, what are you complaining for? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my gosh. I should just get out there. Yeah, but you have to park there. But wait, you have to park there because they are handy. You do, but apparently if you're in the car, my husband tried to explain this to me. If you're in the car and they're not in the car and like the car's running, like you shouldn't be parked there. Apparently, maybe that's a Michigan thing. I don't know. Did you get your hair cut? It looks great. I did. I got it cut last week. It's short, you guys. Look at the back. It's super short. But I told him I wanted to go shorter. So that's just they complain to complain, like they don't have anything better to do. They live for that site. They live for that. All right, let's do some Dixie Belle sea glass. Oh, this is pretty. I just love this color. So pretty. So pretty. So again, if you were on when I started, this craft idea came from Miss Jennifer from Studio J Company. She did this yesterday in an event she was in, and I was like in love. I think they're so cool. And they're spoons, you guys. Get some spoons. This would be such a nice little gift for somebody. Be like, look what I did with spoons. Look what I can do. Oh, shucks. My husband wanted me, my neighborhood is because I can't walk 200 feet. I still have to get to the car no matter who is it. That's true. That's true. So here was another situation. One day, how did it go? The lady, the guy had a handicap parking permit, and the lady had a handicap parking permit. But he parked in the He parked in the handicap spot, and she stalked him around the store to see if he was walking or if he got a cart, and she was like on him about. I'm like, wow, we are like, my husband has one, and for one, it's for his back. It's not for walk. I guess it kind of is for walking because his back is bad, but it's not for that he can't walk. It's that his back is bad and he can't walk far, but he leans on the cart and he won't take a scooter because he saves those scooters for people who really need the scooters. But yeah, this lady was really bashing this guy, and she's like, I followed him around and I saw him walk in, and everybody's like, wait a minute, just because he can walk in doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a hand. Like, she was like basically saying he shouldn't have a handicap permit because he can walk. And like, wait a minute. Hello, Zana, how are you, friend? People will complain if you serve them on a silver platter or on them. Miss Debbie, that's my favorite. I prefer the B word, though. People would be if they were hung with a new rope. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. But it's so true. it's crazy what they'll defend on that page. I'm just like, oh my gosh. My community spent a week complaining about cheese not being melted on burgers at different restaurants in town. That's great. That's right, Mother. People do have different kinds of handicaps, and I always have to remember that. I have to remember that. Because sometimes it clicks in my head. I'm like, well, they don't look very, it clicks in my head, but I don't go out, call them out. But then I remember, I'm like, well, we don't really know. They could have asthma and they just can't walk long distances. So that's what or the COPD. My husband has that too. Maybe they can't walk long distances. But you know what? It seems to be that so many people have, because your dad always said that. He did always say that. It seems to be there's so many people with handicaps that they're hard to find handicap parking spots. Really, it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, we're just doing a second coat on this because it's so pretty, but I want to get it nice and covered, and then we'll do some distressing on this. Yeah, I do like that saying, but I say that all the time. Sometimes I say it to my husband when he's being a brat. I saw a meme today and I sent it to him because he's off work this rest of this week. He has some time he needed to use up, and then he just has so much leave built up that I told him he needs to start using it. So he decided to do it this week because his coworker is going to be off all next week. So it's a good time to use it. Plus it's kind of crappy and he just kind of been resting and stuff. I have a handicap tag for my back. I dropped it. Yes, exactly. There was a meme and it said, my husband had a dream that I had was it a boyfriend or a husband named Steve? So now when he gets mad at me and says something, rude to me or whatever, I would say, Steve wouldn't talk to me like that. I also learned the world has time to follow people around. Oh my gosh, EY, exactly. You like the color? What is it, Miss Donna? This is Dixie Belle Chalk Mineral Paint in the color Sea Glass. And I know it's backwards, but it's Sea Glass. It's so pretty. That's what I said. Steve wouldn't talk to me like that. I'm gonna do that from now on. When he's getting sassy, Steve would never talk to me like that. You call yours Archie Bunker? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right. We'll get this all dried up, then we'll do some distressing on it, and then we'll put it together and see what we have. See what we have. Guys, there's 3 estate sales this weekend. They just need Jesus. That's right. Oh, thank you, Miss Jill. Yeah, I just got it cut off last Thursday. I told my hairdresser, I'm like, I got a picture. He's like, did your husband pick it out? I'm like, no. Your Uncle Robin has a handicap but doesn't use a scooter. He might run over someone, but he does use a cart. That's exactly right. The only time I get to use a cart is when I'm at the store alone. My husband always has to have the cart, which I'm fine with. Just have the cart, but don't put everything in it. Please. We don't need everything. All right, let me get my sander here and let's distress this a little bit. Yes. All right, here we go. Let's just get these out of here. Oh, no, I don't sell Dixie Belle, but there are, we have you can find I think we have a local place here. I actually bought some of this down in Shipshewana, Indiana. But you can look online. I think Milton's daughter, I think they might sell it. But you can look and just kind of Google it. You might even be able to find somebody on Facebook that's a, I don't know, distributor or whatever. Retailer. A retailer for it, but I do love it. We have a vintage store here in town and they sell it. I don't think I've ever bought it from them. I bought most of the stuff that I buy down in Shipshewana at this place called Two Chicks in a Chair. Is Joann's still open now? You guys, I never even pay attention. I don't go to Joann's very often. We have one right up here by the Hobby Lobby. But I don't go there very often, so I haven't even paid attention where are they down lower in there? I always felt like Joann's was really expensive. I don't know why. I felt like I felt the same way about Michael's. I always just feel like I don't get good deals at either place. I don't know, unless it's something's on clearance or something. All right, there's our distressed frame. It is sad. It is very sad. Very sad. Okay. So let's bring this over here and make sure it's going to even fit. Let me roll on over here and grab some more paper towels. I don't know why this thing... I must have moved it out of the way. I was working on some stuff last week and I was sitting on the floor back there. I must have rolled it out and that's where we left it. All right. Let's see if this is going to fit in here, if it's too big. Looks like I got to trim it down just a smidge. Let me trim it down a smidge. Okay, let me just take this little band off here. So yeah, 3 sales this week. Did I go to a sale? Okay, wait, I did go to a sale last week, but I went on Friday. Did I go on Friday? Oh yeah, because I didn't have to work. And good thing I could get to it. It was not too far from here. It was very small. It's a very small sale. Make sure this is going to lay flat. It's a very small sale. I got a couple. What did I get? Oh, I got a bunch of little wreaths. Little like Christmas wreaths, little tiny ones. For like $1.50 each. They were not tiny. They were probably like this big, but they were really nice. Like they had tags on them still. They might have been Hobby Lobby. I never even looked. Come on. But it was on a dead-end street. It was hard. There wasn't very many people there. It was hard to see if I can get those in there now, you guys. I bulked that up with I might have to glue that. I might have to glue that because I bulked that up a little bit with let me just take one of those layers out of there. Here, let's just take that out of there. There, that should do it. Let's see. Well, I say that, but then it's still not wanting to cooperate. Well, I think they're all here in the city. They're all here, I believe. Why, you want to go with me, Mother? I think there's... I'm trying to think where at. I can't get this to go down, you guys. Save my life. What in the world? Why is it fighting me? I guess I just glue the back of it, but it seems like it could just slide right in there now that I took that out of there. It shouldn't be that big, but it's just not wanting to. Well, let's go that route. Let's take that out. That shouldn't have been much. It should not have been much at all. I don't know why this is fighting me. I'm about to have to glue it. Well, you can. There's 3 of them. I'm trying to remember where they are at. I am not understanding why I cannot get that to go down. What am I doing wrong? Lordy Lou. We're down to the last layer, folks. What is happening? Why am I not able to get this to work right? What? Why is it not pushing under? All right, let me go back to the drawing board for a minute and figure out why this is doing this. I'm sorry, but I must figure this out. When? Did you say when? Well, they start tomorrow. I feel like this just didn't really, it just kind of slid in here. Like it didn't really go under. It just kind of like pushed in. Because look, it's not really, so that, I don't know. All right, we're going to take this out. We're going to put this in here. We're just going to glue it. I'm trying to figure out why I'm having such a problem. They start tomorrow. All of them start tomorrow and they go through Saturday. I think all of them are 3-day sale. I think maybe one is only a 2-day. I don't know. They're all here in the city. I don't remember where. And actually, you know why I don't know where? Because I've only seen pictures. Today is when she posts where they're at. I know there was a smaller, I did glue this. I did turn this on. Hold on. Oh, it was laying on the side and it's getting glue everywhere. Well, whoopsies. I laid my glue gun down on its side and it's peeing. It's peeing. All right, let's just glue this down. It's clearly, it doesn't want to cooperate. So on Tuesdays, she posts the locations, like the addresses. So that would have came up today, and I did not look today. So I know I looked at the sale, so you can look at the house or at the pictures, but she doesn't put the actual locations on until Tuesday after 9. So yeah. When are you going? Well, you know I'll be going first thing on Saturday morning because that's the half off day. Last week when I went to the one on Friday, the guy goes, have you been to our other sale? And I'm like, nope. I only go on the half off day. And the sale I was at on Friday was it was a small house, so it was a 2-day sale. It's a cute house, but she didn't have a whole lot left. And then Saturday, what did we have Saturday? What did we do Saturday? What did we do Saturday? Oh, I went to Mother's, they had tea. We went to tea at Mother's Church. Wait, you have 2 different grandkids parties Saturday? Nice. Okay, so we just ended up gluing the back, you guys. That was the only way I could make that work. And we just took a piece of, what do you call that? Burlap banner. Now, there's 2 ways. There's like a little hooky do with this side, hooky do this side. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I'm gonna make this the top for our flower, okay? So, I've got all these petals. Now this one did crack. It's okay. It's okay. Petals on a flower aren't perfect, right? So here's our little spoon flower, spoon petal flower thingamajiggy. So it's going to be something like this, okay? Now, I would have loved to be able to get more of them to be like pointy like that, but it's okay. Wait a minute. This one's going to have to go to the bottom because that's kind of a big one. Okay, so then we're going to bring some in. I'm just going to sit them on here just to look at them first, okay? Yes, I went to tea. I forgot. I went for tea to Mother's Church. I told them, I don't even drink hot tea. So they bring me, this one's cracked. So they bring me tea and they put ice cubes in it. It was kind of funny. All right, let's see how this goes. See if I like these. This one's kind of big. No, this is a smaller one. This is kind of big. Let's see if we like all of these, okay? So this would be our bottom, because I want to get the placement right before I glue these on, right? Because I want to kind of make these kind of go in between. So this one would be up like that. This one would be like that. Maybe like that. That, and maybe that. How's that look? Put on the bottom. Put what on the bottom? Wait, put on the bottom. We're gonna have 6 here. I know it's an even number, but I want 6 because I think 6 is gonna work good to put 6 in there. And then we'll have to like, okay. Let's try that. I think that's good. I think that's good. What do you guys think? Let's just try it. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Okay, put a little hot glue and glue it down. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm just learning as I go, okay? Learning as I go. Glue that there. I guess I'll just put the glue on the back of the petal. That'd probably be better. Glue that one there. Yes, it was a nice little We had tea and crumpets. No, we didn't have we didn't have crumpets. We had egg salad sandwiches, chicken salad. Mother made chicken salad. High tea with Her Highness the Queen Mother. Yes, that was the Queen Mom even spoke. She spoke. They had okay, so the chicken salad, egg salad, like some salads. This one salad was really good. I should ask Mother who made it. It was what was it? Bok choy. It had bok choy in it. You guys know bok choy? I don't know why I say bok choy, but I just feel like it has a little, kind of like that one. That one's kind of up too high. I tried to keep the flatter ones on the back. Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, and then there was some, like a pasta salad. Oh my gosh, they had EY. EY's still on here. I took a picture. I forgot to show you this, but they had these little cups, like, you know, like you could drink out of the cups, but you know, like those kind of cups. They put the salad in it. They put like Caesar salad, and then they took a, what was it called? A pipette, like a plastic pipette, and they sucked salad dressing up into it, and it just went in with it. So you didn't have to have salad dressing like separately or put on there. It was so cute. I was like, oh, that's a cute idea if we decided to do like salad for the baby shower. That would be cute. A hike salad. Shannon made that, and that's exactly what she calls it. What? Bok choy salad? Well, we need to get that recipe because that was really good. We were all raving about that at our table. All right, you guys, here is, now it doesn't look like much yet. I get it. It looks like a flat flour with gaps in it. A gappy flat flour. But let's see if we can make it look better. Let's see if we can make it look better. Okay, now I think it would be kind of cool if I kind of arch these up. Let's see. Shannon made that, and then, oh, EY, you like bok choy? I did not know that. Well, we're gonna have to get that recipe from Shannon because that was really good. Now I'm gonna just see if this looks cute like this. I don't know, you guys. This one's really up in the air. We'll see. It might give it some really cool dimension being up in the air, but ooh, that's hot to my finger. And I might have to. Hold on, I might have to put up a little bit more, glue up a little bit higher. Yum, the salad cups sound so cute. I always love it. Well, you know what? Actually, Jewel and I were discussing the pipettes because she works in a lab, and she was showing us how to actually get all the salad dressing out of the pipette. But we agreed that probably a dressing like ranch would be better because it seemed like Caesar might have had like something kind of stuff, like it's a thicker dressing that maybe a ranch would be more of like a runnier dress that maybe it would come out easier. But it was really cool. It was cool. I did take a picture because we thought, oh, that would be a cute. Even Mom said that would be a cute idea for the shower. So anyway, it's cute. Cute. All right. Cups must be the thing. We went to Jazzy's graduation that night, and they had cheese squares and chunks of sausage and veggies and ranch dip in the bottom of the cups. Yeah, that is a cute idea, isn't it? I mean, you use a lot of cups, but they're pre-portioned, you know. Pre-portioned. All right, you guys, I've got to hold these for a minute. It's taking a little bit of time to set these up. You would think it wouldn't be so hard to get it figured out, but guys, this is so cute. One of your favorite recipes, coconut rice with chicken and bell pepper, bok choy, and pineapple coconut stir fry. You guys have told me about that. That just does not what do I want to say? That just doesn't, because of the coconut. I don't think I would love the sweetness. I don't think I would love that. But I trust you. If you love it, I'm glad, because you don't love a lot of things food-wise. All right, I'm going to clip this one down a little bit. This This one's a little, I'm gonna flip that down a little bit and maybe make it like, kind of like that. All right. So the one thing I didn't do, which Miss Jennifer did, she made some leaves for it, but I don't even know if I want to do that. Maybe, but I gotta hold this for a second. You're not a coconut fan. I don't knock it till you try it. The coconut ties it all together, but doesn't overpower. Whoops, that one's not wanting to stay. I'm not knocking it. I don't think I love it. I don't think I love it. I don't think I would hike it. I think I would hike. I love coconut. Blake doesn't like coconut though. I don't think he would hike it. All right, you guys, I gotta hold this for just a second because this is tedious work. Hold on. It's gonna be pretty though. I can tell it's gonna be so pretty. So pretty. And can you imagine making like maybe if you had some of these frames, like 2 or 3 of them, you could put them on a wall. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, Miss Jennifer did say you'd have some glue strands going on there. You'd have some glue strands. That's cute though. Now it's the little flower right there is a little wonky, but it's cute. I love it. I love it. Now I need to decide. I don't even know that I want to put any leaves on it. What do you guys think? What do you think? I'd have to paint some. You've got some cute green pattern materials stacked up behind you that you could, You aren't wrong. Or I could just grab some greenery right here and do some realness. I mean, faux realness, you know. Faux realness. Faux realness. Or I've got this stuff. This is a good one too. This is just laying here. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. We could just, oh, that might be cute. Look at that. Whoops. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Let's see, I got another piece here. Now, isn't this a cute idea? Miss Jennifer from Studio J Company. She's the one who inspired me to do this because she did it last night on her event that she was in with Vintage Country Crafting Friends. And I was like, OMG. She posted the picture. I'm like, I love it. Super cute. But I need to get another one that has... I like the ends, and these are not the ends. These are like the middles. Hold on, I think I have some more right here. Right hither. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if that's gonna... It's kind of skinny though. It's kind of skinny. Let me get a little chunkier piece. So yeah, right now, if the neighbors watch my dogs go outside, they're just like, what in the heck's going on over there? Everybody's got diapers on, except for Edna. Everybody's wearing a diaper. Edgar wears his, because he wears his pants when he comes in the house. But see, the reason why when they go outside with a diaper, if they have a diaper on, is because they took off, you know, running without me getting them off. So they'll be outside sometimes with them on, and I'm like, oh, get back in here. The neighbors are going to talk. I'll be like, why do your dogs have diapers on? Because they're stinky. All right, what do you guys think? There, and here. There, and there. There, and there. All right, I'm trying to find a good spot for... I think 3 would be a good, you know, how we like our 3s. So I'm thinking 3 would be a good, but maybe not. I kind of do like it. Do you guys like it on the top? I don't like it. It doesn't look bad when I look at it, but I look in the camera, I'm like, I don't love it in the top one. Is that cute like that? What do you guys think? I missed something. Is Aspen in heat? Yes. She went into heat. She's scheduled to get spayed on the 4th because they didn't have any appointments. Curtis is so busy, they didn't have any appointments. So she's scheduled to get fixed, but I had to call and say, she's in heat. And they're like, ugh, because that won't work. All right, what do you guys think about that? Do you like those 3 like that? So anyway, Edgar's going to get fixed on the 4th. Espen's moved to the 25th of June. So they're both going to be fixed. We just got to keep them. I would put 2 of them together to make one thicker leaf and then third one on its own. You don't like the 3 like this? I don't mind that one. I don't mind it that. I kind of like them all in that. I kind of like that one. I think I like that one. I'm going to go with that one. Now that I got them down a little bit so they're not sticking out. They don't look bad to me when I look at them like this, but then when I hold it up in the camera, I'm like, I don't think I love that. Don't think I love it. Yeah, I know, Mother. It's not ideal. That was not my plan. That was not my plan. I was trying to get her fixed. Just didn't get her in quick enough. Didn't get her in there quick enough. Oh well. Just don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. When you talk to your kids, don't get pregnant. Don't have sex. don't have sex. Wasn't there a show where they went around saying, don't have sex? Okay, EY, I did put 2 on that one. Is that too much? No, I think that looks cute. I think that looks really cute. You could hang it up like this. Okay, we gotta do the middle. We gotta put something in the middle. What do we want in the middle? Should I do a button in the middle? What should we do in the middle of this? We're not doing that, but there's a little puffy brown thing. If I could pop that off there, we could use that puffy brown thing off this sunflower. Hold on. Let's see if I can pop. Oh, look. That might be perfect. Look. Just say no. Well, that's the thing. Edgar just can't seem to control his little self. He just can't control his little self. Okay, you guys, we're going to use this little fuzzy center of that flower because it's perfect. Okay, just slap some glue right here in the center. Put that little fuzzy little booger in the middle. Oh, you guys, this is cute. This is Tanya purple button. You told her to keep the... She did. Oh my gosh, you guys, how stinking cute is this? Look at this, I love this. I think this is so adorable. I love it. Would you guys make one of these? Well, this is one of this one got a little mangled, kind of looks like a claw. It looks like a claw. All right. Isn't it stinking cute? Just get yourself some spoons. Got some plastic spoons. Go to the McDonald's and grab some extra spoons. You need, for one like this, let's see, I have 6 on the bottom and 5 on the top. But you could do whatever you want. Paint the bottom, whatever side you paint. Like, so Miss Jennifer said paint the bottom, and then when you lay it down and dry it, then it kind of curves up, but it flattens down. So you have your shininess. So it almost makes them look like they're glass. Okay, they got that little shine to them. I think they're so stinking cute, though. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Isn't it cute? How easy is that? Isn't it stinking cute? I love it. But wouldn't that be really cool if you just created a bunch of, you could do different colors, but you could do like 2 or 3 of them and have them on the wall as a little, I might take this to work. I could make a little gifts for people. I mean, it kind of looks like, it's like real, like that looks like glass, right? Look, it's all shiny like that. I think it's stinking cute. You can do whatever you want with your green. You can put some green up here. I still think I want to almost make this one be a little bit longer, like coming out a little bit more. I don't know. I might have to mess with that. Maybe I don't mind it like that. I don't know. But I think it's cute. You guys, thank you so much. You missed the first of the video. You'll have to watch. Yes, you have to watch how I took these spoons and turned it into this because of Miss Jennifer from Studio J Company. She was the one who inspired me to make this, and I love it. I love it. I could make all different colors of it. They're just so pretty. Miss Tanya could make a purple one. Miss Kathy could make not a pink one. You know, you could do roses. You could. So many ideas. So many ideas. You have to look at Miss Jennifer's video. She had some white spoons. I think they were white spoons already. You know how you can get the white spoons? And she actually just, if I remember correctly, because she did two, she had the, she did one that was like orange. She did like a two-tone. So she did like a darker orange and then like a lighter. So her flower was more like, you know, like the darker color. But her second flower she did, I believe, she did a daisy, and I think the flowers were just, or the spoons were just white spoons. And when she got them hot, she stretched them out more. And like I said, I think it's like if you have cheaper silverware or plasticware, cheaper plasticware, I think. Oh, that would be pretty in red because it would be pretty with a poinsettia, wouldn't it? You could do like a bunch of poinsettias, but oh, that's so cute. I might have to make some poinsettias like this. Yeah, it would be cute little gifts, wouldn't it? Oh, I love it. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Gosh, it's almost 7 o'clock. No wonder I'm getting a little hungry here. Getting a little hungry. You guys, thanks so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday. I don't know when I'll be on again. You know, I'm just kind of crafting here and there right now. I was going to be crafting later this week in an event, but I had a conflict, so I decided to jump on tonight. After I saw Miss Jennifer do this, I just couldn't resist. So you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.